Seeing your chakras influence the physical structure, the way you move, the way you sit, the way you express yourself, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you behave. Like this you can analyze yourself, understanding how is the real awakening of your chakras and what maybe can be balanced in order to come to a happier, healthier and more fulfilling life.
So the ancient chakra system from the East that we can find already in texts as old as the Upanishads, more than 2000 years ago, up to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Geranda Samhita from the last millennia, they say that basically every phenomena of our life is governed, is directed through one of our chakras. If you have, for example, financial anxiety and constantly a state of scarcity on the material level, it is an imbalance of the root chakra. If you do some Tantra yoga which balances that chakra, you will have instead of that the state of abundance and security at this material level.
If you go one level up to the amorous, sexual, social, erotic chakra around the genital area, you could have it either being horny and all over the place and dispersed in your mind, conflicted about your social appearance. You could be quite agitated when that level is activated in an imbalanced way, or applying some good Tantra techniques, you could come to a place where you have a very harmonious social integration, where you feel you can connect to people very easily, having a lot of social competence and the capacity to not just be erotic and having wonderful erotic experiences, but even becoming ecstatic, even enlightened through eros.
And then at the level of the navel chakra, when it is imbalanced, we have anger, we have lack of self-confidence, tyranny, all sorts of crazy ambitions which are completely not realistic and not grounded. And then through constant daily practice, this chakra can be balanced, intensified, and the power which emits from there gives a real state of confidence, a clarity, the capacity to attain goals, willpower, courage, the power to stand for what is right in a fearless way. When the heart chakra is closed, our emotions rule over us. And very often we wear a shell. There is no real human contact. We fear intimacy. We fear genuine love. Instead of that, we look at people like instruments and we try to take from them a little bit of affection so that we're not completely lonely. But we don't have a real possibility of connecting when this chakra is closed. And actually, through the practice of Hatha Yoga and Tantra Yoga, when it's done correctly, then the heart chakra can open. And it's actually relatively easy to open, and then suddenly you find yourself confident at this emotional level. You find love and a capacity to interact. You actually care about other people in a vivid way, and you are willing to show yourself.
Going on a journey through the chakras might sometimes feel and seem a little bit airy-fairy. Okay, yeah, some esoteric concept, okay. But actually you can understand all the behaviors, thoughts, emotions, choices that you're going through in your day-to-day life on the background of the activation of your chakras. And you will be shocked how much your whole system, your life, your behaviors is determined by which chakra is awakened. The ancient system of the chakras is, of course, explored within the ancient scriptures with quite some detail. But what's striking within this esoteric Tantra Yoga course is the detail of which you can understand how each chakra manifests. Within this journey of the chakras, what we will do is go one by one through each level, practice a few weeks on each level, balance it out, and see what happens.
We have been walking this journey for more than a decade, almost 2 decades. And we walk it with a few thousand people, our friends, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 students that passed here in our school in Chiang Mai, and everyone that practiced systematically has success. People that practice daily for weeks and months, and why not years and decades, you see clear, measurable results. Whatever chakra you work on systematically with enough focus, with enough openness inside, you transform. And then what you transformed is really yours. This is a real gain, a true value.
If you want to join us for this amazing journey through the chakras, please find sign-up information to the Esoteric Tantra Yoga course on onlineyogaacademy.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Bye! You had the eyes closed the whole time, so we can't use what I just said?
That was usable? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.